What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had a safe Christmas and a happy new year. It is now 2024 and straight back into the video as we go. So in this episode we're going to attempt to fix the holes drilled from the wreckers in the fuel tank. I've went ahead and purchased a plastic repair kit, so let's go ahead and attempt to repair them holes and hopefully have a non-leaking fuel tank. Well, believe it or not, this is actually the first time I've been under this car since I've had it to inspect what's actually been done to it. And to my surprise, there's not one hole, there's actually two holes. So they've used the normal plug they've done before. I've seen it on the fuel tanks, but they've went ahead and used a tech screw to fill that hole too. So that'll be two holes I have to fix on this video. Just looking around too, you can see the forklift has actually done some damage underneath while picking it up. Nothing really structural, it's more cosmetic. It's actually brushed this line right here. I'm hoping that hasn't punctured it, so we won't know until we actually get the car running and the fuel pumping through it. And over the passenger side there's a little bit more damage as well, but yeah, it's not structural, it's only just cosmetic, so we'll take that as a win, I guess. I tested this one here in there, in that first hole. Actually went in pretty good, nice and snug. I'd rather have something with a bigger head though, more surface area like this or like these. Now these ones I do like. Yeah, they're a bit long, but they won't really affect much in the tank anyway. But has a bigger, more surface area around the head of the bolt, which is kind of what I'm after. They're a bit too big for the hole. But if that is something that's going to work, I may have to make the hole a tiny bit bigger, and then I can stick that in and cover it up too with some of that repair tank putty. I keep looking through all my tubs. I've got tubs of bolts. Never throw anything out. You never know when you're going to use it. Same with these bolts here. Got a lot more surface area as well, but the thread was too thin, so that really isn't going to be an option for me. So I'm going to keep looking and see what else I've got, and yeah, check back in with you guys when I've figured out what I'm going to do. So now that all the diesel stopped leaking out, I looked inside and I went, oh, why is it white? I've realised they've just missed the fuel pump basket inside the tank. Like, it is on the edge. So luckily they haven't damaged the basket. But bloody hell were they close. Out of the whole fuel tank to drill, they drilled right in that stupid spot right there. Absolute morons. So now, I figured out I'm going to drill the hole tiny bit bigger, which is going to be really close to that basket. And then I want to use the bolt with the bigger shoulder on it, and put some of that putty on the threads, screw it in, and the putty should hopefully rest around the hole too, and then once that's in place, I'll smooth over the top of it too and around. So I'll sand all this area down too, clean all the diesel away, degrease it, and then I can go ahead and try and attempt to fix this hole. Alright, so what the kit includes is some 40 grit sandpaper, some mesh if the holes are too large, some cleaning wipes, or just one cleaning wipe to clean the area once you've sanded it down, and obviously the putty as well. When you look inside, you can actually see it's got an outer layer and it's got the inner layer, so obviously when you knead them together, get a bit of a chemical reaction. Now the instructions do say that after 4 minutes, after it gets hot, 3 to 4 minutes, you have to use it before it actually starts setting. So also I'm going to use some of the acetone to clean the area. Obviously because that wipe's not going to do much of it. And then I'm going to use the bigger bolt for the first hole. I'm going to drill a hole a little bit bigger, and obviously because it's got a bigger shoulder, I'm going to go ahead and just put some of that putty around the threads and around the base, the top of the bolt here, stick into the hole, and then once it's set I want to go over the top of the hole and just go have a dome over the top of it to try and seal it more as well. So let's go to crack and let's hopefully get this tank sealed. So unfortunately the diesel's now leaking out the hole, so I'm going to quickly try and get this putty, some of it cut up, and then on the bolt, and hopefully that still sticks. I might have to quickly wipe it again with the acetone before I put the bolt in, just to make sure it's actually going to seal properly. Good flex, they say, which I'm guessing it's just one consistent colour. This might work, this might not work. We'll give it a go. Let's see what we can do with this bolt. We can kind of make a hole for it. Put it around the base of the bolt somehow. She's not going to look pretty, but if she does the job and seals it, then who cares, right? Alright. What do you reckon? Let's have a look and see whether this works or not. Alrighty, so it's been 4 or 5 hours. They're both now rock solid. I put about 5 or 6 litres of diesel in, and there's no dampness around here, just the staining on the tank, and there's nothing on here too. So far so good. Gonna finish up for the night, come back tomorrow after work, and see if there's anything else leaking. If not, then I'll consider this a win, and we'll move on to the servicing side. Well guys, I think we were successful with the repair. It's been a couple of days now. I chucked in about 10 litres of fuel in that fuel tank, and nothing has come out of that fuel tank at all, not even a single drop. So that putty and the bolts definitely fill all them holes enough so it doesn't leak out at all. Now we can move on to the more exciting things of getting it serviced. So we're going to chuck in some oil and some coolant, replace the filters, possibly get a first start, and then we can see whether we actually completed that time belt kit correctly. I'm 99% sure I've done it right, but you just never know until you get a first start. So that'll be exciting, and that'll be definitely in the next video, guys. So thanks again for watching. Chuck on a subscribe, click the notification bell, that'll actually notify you guys for the next video that does come out for this project. If you're liking the content, be sure to give me a thumbs up as well. That always helps out the channel. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.